I'll be there in just a second, folks. Crypto Bones, welcome to the chat. One more moment. Marius, welcome.
Yo, appreciate your time and just know that I'm SK Crypto K, and today you should join my crypto club. Maybe by the end earn some dividends, so in advance I'ma thank you right now for that sub. Hey! Haha, yo, let's go.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is SK Crypto K, and before I get started, let me preface everything by saying that I am not a financial advisor, and these are for entertainment and informational purposes only. So folks, we're going to do this live, but I'm going to be going over some of the updates that have just come to the Elephant Money platform, namely Stampede and the migration to version 6. So if you have any questions in the chat, feel free to drop them and I will get to them if I haven't already answered it already. But Shane, appreciate that. Marius, Crypto Bones, I see you guys in there. Baseball practice again. Now I have something to do. Well, Shane, you got something to listen to, man. Well, all right, very cool. So you've probably already noticed over here on the trunk page, but we've got some activity happening as folks are realizing what is happening over with Stampede. And because it is changing over to more of a futures model, actually it's identical to futures except for the daily rate, but you are going to need some cheap trunk. You're gonna need some of that trunk so that you can compound your rewards back into your deposit. It will be for 200 trunk to be able to do that, not $200 like it is futures. If you don't know what I'm talking about with futures, you need to go study up. And I got a video for that. I'll link it to you later. But heading over to the main page here, you'll actually see that there's been some other changes as well. At one point in the past, Stampede and Trunk used to be in the same window, but now they have their own landing page. And as far as this goes, I think this is really clean. It looks good on mobile as well, breaking everything out from futures, elephant farms, Trunk, and Stampede. But if you go up to the main menu in the top right, no matter where you're at, you can see the same things right here. It's broken apart. It's no longer, I think it used to say like, farm/depot, trunk/stampede, and all of that. But now it's just clean. And there's even a new area right here called Partner Network, which I'll go ahead and check that out for you guys as well. But this is a really clean interface and also way easier to onboard people. So if you happen to be a herd leader, be sure you're paying attention because you get a shareable link now. So if I were to just come here and click this, you'll see in the top right, it gives me a link. And the moment you share that link and somebody clicks it, it'll bring them to this page. It'll have your address already right here, and they should just be able to hit update, and boom, everything's good to go. Sherelle, welcome to the chat. What's up? And Digi, my man, what's up, bro? Hope you're all doing good. So the shareable link is really cool. It also still keeps track of all of your airdrops and rewards that you've gotten in the past, right? But you know, that's just a really cool addition that BT made. Now, what everyone's here for, right? All right, let's go over here and look at Stampede. Digi says, yeah, I made it on time. Hey, Kurt, yo, what up, bruh? Welcome to my channel. How you doing? But anyway, all right, so coming over here, and hey, you guys let me know if I got the music too loud or you can't hear anything I'm saying, all right? But when it comes to Stampede over here, if it's your very first time coming to this page, all right, this button that says Stampede on the bottom is actually going to say something along the lines of migrate to version 6. That way, you know, when you click it, it'll give you a pop-up box that shows you what your balance is, or what your old bond used to be, but it's now your new deposit balance, and also alongside your claims, okay? And we'll talk some about that. But after you hit migrate, you'll see everything update on this page. Your available rewards will translate right over, and your total value will be the same as what your bond used to be. Your claimed will be the same as what your payouts used to be on the old channel. And then, yeah, when you hit the Stampede box, you'll have this UI right here. And before you see any of these 4 buttons, it'll actually say for you to approve your trunk. So make sure you do that. Hit the approve trunk button. And once that goes through, then you'll come back in here and you'll see these 4 buttons right here. So VJ, welcome to the chat. VJ, my bruh. SK, classes in session. Hey, Philly Trades, you know that's right.
Yeah, everybody sit down and listen to your boy SK.
I mean, yeah, sure. What's up here? Maybe a stupid question, but why should the APR still be peg adjusted? The only way to compound is fresh trunk. Won't this fresh trunk sort out the V5 issues? So, in my opinion, I think that it's smart to keep it peg adjusted because we are still in a recovery mode. Okay, you gotta think of it that way. You realize that Stampede has been out for well over a year, actually nearly a year and a half, just about. And you have people that have giant bags, giant bags, and it doesn't matter if it's you know, the new system of using 200 trunk to roll your bag, that's still immense sell pressure on the trunk price. And I think that these changes right now are an effort mainly to make Stampede more sustainable. At the end of the day, it needs to be more sustainable. BT's already cracked the code with futures, so why not take that model, put it over here? And so for that year and a half, the people with the big bags, even if you made it a futures model, you're already starting with too much liabilities, right? So folks are going to be just claiming. The serial claimers that start out with, you know, high rates, they're just going to continue to claim out. They don't give a damn if their balance goes down, you know. But with the peg adjusted rates, it keeps the system, in my opinion, even more sustainable. And plus, guys, trunk isn't even the damn focus, you know what I mean? Like, this is just to make it more sustainable because it makes sense. But when it comes to waiting for trunk to peg, that happens well after Bertha's been eaten and everything's good and elephant token is supply shocking. So that's my take on it, and I ain't mad at that. So VJ says, thanks bro, the Bex explanator. What? Trowel. I don't even think explanator is a word, but I know what you're going for there, girl. Thank you. Kurt, is it me or is the quality really blurry? It could be really blurry. It could just be you. I don't know. What's your internet connection like? Don't be on that McDonald's Wi-Fi. Come on now. SK, you damn right. Love you, bro. Cortez, welcome back to the channel, man. How you doing? Get it? Okay. You got it. Hopefully that makes sense, Marius. Really good question. Quality quite clear for me. Your voice sounding great, SK. Wow. I appreciate that, VJ.
Video quality is just fine. That's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah, dog.
So let's keep it moving, right? Let's check out what's next here. So after you approve your trunk, okay, these are the buttons you have, and just like on futures and on farms, you do have a revoke button. All right, so that's just going to revoke the trunk that you just approved a second ago. But in regards to depositing, this is how you want to look at it. So whenever your rewards are building up, and you know, you choose to maybe deposit, you know, on your own schedule, right? So futures and all that, there's enough calculators and content out there to talk about how you want to deposit into futures every week, every 2 weeks, every month, yada yada. Stampede doesn't necessarily need to be that way, because we already know it's a peg adjusted APR. You're not earning a lot of rewards, right? So maybe you want to just do this once a month, maybe once every 2 months, 3 months, it don't matter. But there's a couple of cool things that we'll get into on why you know, it makes the raffle more attractive, things of that nature. But but if you do, right, if you came in here and you had 500 trunk that was already saved and rolled over from your old Stampede bag, that'll still be right here as well. And if you wanted to, you can just hit the deposit button and it'll ask you for an amount of trunk that you want to put in, and then you can deposit it. But if not, you could just let your reward sit there. It will still accumulate. It is still a proportionally, what's the word? It adjusts with the peg, right? So if trunk were to go from 18 cents right now, or whatever it's at, and it were to instantaneously just peg, right, in the same day, if you have something like 500 rewards sitting in your Stampede and trunk were to peg, then your 500 would jump up with it, probably go up like 5x or whatever that is, so 2,500. So yeah, some really cool things to consider. So there is a huge band of people out there that don't like to claim or compound. They just are sitting on their rewards to let them build up, and from what I believe, that is still the case. So you can do that, if you want. What I would recommend you not do is if you have rewards that have been rolled over from before and you don't have 200 trunk that you want to use to deposit and roll your rewards in, I would not come down and hit this claim button, because remember, if you don't understand how futures works, if you claim, it will come out of your balance. Okay, so if you have Well, okay, right now I have 9.6 trunk. If I were to hit claim, my 10,000 trunk right here would go down by 9.6 trunk. All right. And one of the key benefits to what this system offers, as opposed to the old system that we moved away from, is that it stops the serial claimers, right? How many of you look at that trunk chart and then you just see that it goes down and down and down? And people are dumb. They're selling like 50 cents. Who the hell sells trunk for like 50 cents? Oh yeah, I'm a claim out of my Stampede. I'm gonna sell this dollar. Can't wait to sell this dollar. You know what I mean? Like who does that? So anyway, you know, this makes it a little more punitive, I guess, if you want to call it that way. But folks that are going to claim out and sell their trunk for that damn dollar, right? They're going to be lowering their balance while they do it, you know? So hey, more power to you if you want to do that, but you're going to be earning that peg adjusted APR on a lower balanced amount, right? So let's see. Was that a wannabe whale impression?
Hey, y'all listen to me. I heard a bird. That trunk's gonna go back to $1. Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know how to impersonate wannabe whale live. I can't do that. A shout out to the homie. Kurt, dumb question that BT covered in Discord, but what do you think about this whole SEC case against BUSD, being that BUSD is needed in and out of futures? Kurt, I'm actually not concerned with it at all. CZ is my homeboy. Dude is smart, and I think he's going to find another way around this. When it comes to the SEC, and I won't spend too much time on this, but basically they're going after Paxos, which is based out of the US, and they're going after the BUSD ERC version.
EA Sports is in the game.
Sorry, I had to do that when I said ERC. But ERC20 version, the Ethereum version of BUSD, right? That is not the pancake swap version that we deal with. We deal with the decentralized version of BUSD, the BEP20 version. The liquidity on pancake swap is deep, and it's of no concern right now. There's no knee-jerk reaction that anybody should be doing. If you are on pancake swap with your BUSD, you don't need to go, rush and change it over to USDC. So I'm not concerned. I also think that CZ is investigating other issuers of BUSD, ones that aren't based out of the US, like Paxos. So I think we're going to be fine. Billy Trey says, I'm muting myself. Sorry, have no self-control.
Oh, man. I feel you, Philly. I know what you mean.
All right, cool. Yeah, thank you guys. Keep the questions coming on in. As far as, so we talked about deposit, claim, revoke, airdrop. All right, so this is for you team leaders out there. If you happen to be under my team, I do a monthly raffle, which actually, shame on me, I completely missed February's at the first of the week because, or first of the month, my bad, because I was traveling overseas. I am back. I'm finally done being jet lagged. I can't explain how crappy last week was, but yeah, I'm good. So I'm just gonna save all my airdrops. I'll just do it in the first week of March. But anyway, when it comes to me, if you're on my herd, I have a list. I have a catalog of all of the people that have reached out to me, and I send down trunk rewards to a random lottery pick of folks. And this is how I do it. I can come over to the airdrop tool, and also I send it out liquid to their wallets. But if you wanted to use the airdrop tool, you'll take the address that you want to send this to, like whoever Stampede, and the amount of trunk, and then you just airdrop it. So that's all this is. And actually, now that I think about it, I think that the partner network, sorry, I'm just going on a tangent, but usually whenever I run that lottery, I always check the winners against the so there's a checker here. So if you are a herd leader and you wanted to check if someone's actually on your team and if they're eligible, you can throw their wallet address right there and it will show up. Okay, so side note, but I digress. But yeah, so some of the other aspects to consider here too are that there are rewards that are generated. Still, nothing has changed in that regard. 1% is generated, split 50-50 between the upline and you. But yeah, I think overall this is a pretty clean interface, and BT's constantly making changes here. I see that he added the up to 0.5% daily because we know it's peg adjusted. Let me see if he changed it over here too. Nah, he didn't. BT, if you're watching, you need to change this, bro. But a high yield cash flow engine that earns up to 0.5% daily. But otherwise, everything is exactly the same as futures. Even the stats tracker right here, daily liabilities is this amount of trunk. Trunk treasury has gone up significantly. I think that yesterday this was about, oh, actually, no. I was testing it. That was different. But trunk treasury should be going up for the raffle sizes. Keeps track of the elephant treasury right here as well, and the BUSD treasury, which is pretty cool. But yeah, talking about the raffle real quick, just know that yeah, whenever you roll your rewards in here, it's no longer, I mean, I don't think it's 5 trunk to get into the daily raffle any longer. So think of it this way. Think of the lottery now, right? You have all of these folks that are going to be putting in 200 fresh trunk into the system. And when that happens, oh man, where's the stats at? I think the stats are down here. Yeah, okay. So it's on the trunk page now. Trunk treasury, okay? So the raffle reward comes out of the trunk treasury, but now if you have people, not on a daily basis, but once every couple months, like we talked about, putting in 200, it is gonna go right here, okay? And if before you had a daily participation rate of about 500 people and you were hoping to win that, you know, random lottery, you may not get it because you're against 500 people, you know what I mean? Whereas this, I think you're gonna have less participation, which actually gives you a greater chance of winning the lottery if you think about it, right? So maybe pay attention to the lottery days and join on a day with low participation and reap the reward of the higher prize pool, because as people are depositing into Stampede now with the new rules, the trunk treasury is going to go up, meaning that the daily prize is going to go up, right? And if that's the case, you have a good shot, you know, at winning it, because not everyone's putting in 200 trunk a day, right? It's not 5 trunk anymore like it used to be. So and the max deposit is also here as well.
Also, special moment of silence here.
We're gonna honor Peanuts.
Peanuts is dead. So moment of silence.
Yeah, everybody, shh. Rest in peace, Peanuts.
All right. Yes. So Peanuts is gone, but that's okay because we still have the Farmer's Depot, which is the de facto way that you want to go ahead and get your cheap trunk that supports Bertha, right? That's how you want to do it. At the moment, it is best to actually get your trunk from Pancake Swap. Obviously, that does not help Bertha at all. You're just supporting exit liquidity for the pump and dumpers on trunk, so be careful. But if you are a road warrior and you want to help out Bertha, maybe just wait till trunk, you know, get the bag of trunk you want for cheap right now, but then deploy bigger bags after trunk gets back to 25 cents, because that's when Farmer's Depot makes the most sense again. But anyway, a couple other changes too, all right? So when we looked at the menu here, we've already kind of covered Stampede, but you know, trunk. So trunk staking is now on its own page here. So nothing really has changed. The APRs, the transfer box, like everything's right here, right? But there has been a little change to the mint right here, and I'm gonna focus on this. You know, for the noobs that come to the site and they just like come over and they want to mint trunk, they usually throw their BUSD in here, and then they're like, hey, wait, I put in 100 BUSD and I got 100 trunk. Oh my god. It's like, well, you know, you should have did some research, bro. But you've got this little language right here, right there. Okay, so folks hopefully can read, but it mints 1-to-1 BUSD to trunk. So do not do that. Doesn't make sense right now. You know, support your bags. Go buy it for cheap, or go get it on Farmer's Depot. But yeah. So no more peanuts. Let me check. You fail, unacceptable, Digi. I didn't know you had a live page. Yes, I do. It's actually a newer page. I haven't been focusing on this one as much because really life has been crazy. You know, trying to spend time with the wife and everything as well. But my main channel, the one that's 2 years old with, you know, over 4,000 subs right now, that's my hit piece channel. That's the one where I'm gonna, you know, I might go live or I'm not gonna go live, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna take questions with a live chat on that channel, but I will record stuff uncut sometimes on there, but then also edited and cut. That's usually where I make my hit pieces, where I think out all the jokes ahead of time, stuff like that. But this channel I made just so when something's hot and I got something to say and I don't want to spend, you know, 4 to 6 hours putting together stuff and I just want to go live, that's what this is for. This is where I can do it uncut, raw, unfiltered, and yeah, and just kind of hang out like we are right now. So anyway, minting trunk is now the cheapest way to enter. No way, yes, it's definitely not. So the random raffle isn't a 5 trunk anymore. No, Chiral, it is not. At least I don't think it is. But actually someone should test that. Someone come over to this box right here. I don't even have BUSD on this account, but if you put in $5 BUSD, I think it still puts you into the raffle technically. So you could, I think, you know, and this is probably going to change. This video is going to get dated so fast, but you could put 5 BUSD right here, and I bet you would enter the raffle. Or yeah, you could just put 200 into Stampede and grow that. I see, thanks, unless you want a raffle ticket. That's right. Explain how the max payout works. Crypto Bones, I gotcha. It makes sense. I think it is great. Okay. Yeah, so we won't be here too much longer, folks. I just wanted to make this a quick video, but let's come back over to Stampede and how max payout works. So, all right. So there were some folks that were upset, right? Because there's been a lot of ideas that were thrown out there about what is your deposit bag going to start out with after the migration. You know, there were some ideas floating about like maturity minus payouts and yada yada. Like, that's all just noise. Like, maturity was just a theoretical max based on an old hyper compounding system. Like, y'all need to just like stop with the belly aching. Like, the fact that your bond amount is what you start with and you've been waived as far as like what payouts and claims you've done, that's all that really matters. Okay, you're way ahead, right? Half of these people have put in 1,000 trunk over a year ago and they've compounded it up to like 5, 6, 8, 10,000 trunk, whatever. And so you're way ahead and you compounded that for cheap. All right, so you started with 1,000, now you got 5,000. That's a win, especially after we get back to peg. So stop the belly aching, bro. Now, when your payouts from the old system, okay, that is going to be claimed right here. Okay, and all this is a tracker. All right, this is not a deal where it's like, oh man, I've got 10,000 in my total value and the difference between my 10,000 and my claimed at 9,000 is only 1,000. My rewards are only going to go up 1,000 and then it stops and freezes. No, that's not how it works here. Okay, you will always build your rewards off of your deposit value, and if you claim out, it will lower the deposit value. So in this case, I have 10,000 trunk, so I can ultimately pull out 10,000 trunk before this is zeroed out. The claimed number is purely a tracker. All right, so to answer your question, Crypto Bones, the max payout ultimately of this protocol, when you look at this here, is 2.5 million trunk. Or in other words, when your claimed hits 2.5 million trunk, that is when this account is done. And so there are limiters and everything to keep in mind as well, but your max balance will be 1 million trunk that you can build this up to. And then if you watch my futures video, you can see an example of what you can really do when we're at peg and you're at 1 million trunk in your balance. But you can basically build your rewards up to 50,000. You can claim it out. Then you can wait another 21 days to build up another 51,000 and then deposit 200. And then it compounds that back into your deposit here to go back up to 1 million. And you can just rinse and repeat that basically until you get to 2.5 million trunk, which by the time we're pegged and everything, that means Bertha and all the liabilities are paid handily by the asset growth. So any other questions here? Uncut and unfiltered is great. Your personality shines through. Hey, appreciate that, bruh. A lot of people don't realize that I've been a content creator for freaking 5 years. 5 years. All right. 3 years before I even jumped into crypto. And I was a streamer. Where do you think these voices came from? You think I just thought of this out of my head, like out of nowhere? Oh, come on, man. Like, I've been doing this forever. I know how to talk to people. Why do you think my communication skills are dope, son? Like, people get it twisted. But like, yeah, I do like to edit my videos to make them clean, powerful, concise, and quality. You know, that's obviously always my focus. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad that you vibe with me, Digi. I appreciate that. Kurt says, thanks so much, bruh. Oh, Quint. No matter how you play this before V6, you should be up. Exactly. Facts. That's exactly right. More people should listen to you, bruh. All right. AS says, any good strategies for having 2 to 3 Stampede accounts? Thoughts? I'm actually in that boat myself. So this account I'm showing you ain't even my main one, but this is one of them. But honestly, here's some quick thoughts. This is my knee-jerk reaction. You do not have a way of combining accounts. Okay, that would be nice. Doesn't exist. Don't worry about it. There will be a feature coming up within a few days, according to BT, that you can, if you wanted to, migrate your account to a brand new wallet. Yes. So listen, if you have your Stampede on a hot wallet and you want to move it over to a cold storage wallet, you can. So there will be a migrate feature coming onto the UI very soon, and you can do that. Now, that's just for going to a brand new wallet. You cannot combine wallets. So now we're in the situation for your question, right? What do you do if you have multiple wallets? Well, chances are you have one wallet that rules them all. You know what I mean? And you're going to have several smaller wallets. So what I'm going to do, honestly, is I'm going to focus on 2 of my wallets. I've got like 4. But I'm going to focus on 2 of them. So I'm going to, do whatever with them. And the smaller ones, I'm just going to come back to every so often, once in a blue moon kind of thing. You know what I mean? And that's honestly my plan. Now, fun fact, anyone else who wants to do this too, if you're just focusing on one account, but there's huge upside potential for joining the Elephant Money Farms. Okay. If you have a value of $2,500 total in Elephant Money Farms, you will be earning about 256 trunk per month. And that is enough to compound your Stampede with those rewards alone once a month. Okay. Now, if you have multiple accounts and you want to just, say you have 4 accounts, well, build up your farms to 4 times that amount. So take 2,500 times 4, $10,000 if you can afford it, right? Obviously this is a crazy example, but yeah, if you had $10,000 in the farms right now today, which, will 5x whenever trunk goes up. So if you have 10,000 in the farms today, times that by 5, you're going to have $50,000 worth of farm value paying you 125% APR. Go watch my video so you understand the value proposition there, but I digress. But yeah, if you have a strong enough farm value, you can generate enough trunk rewards to compound your Stampede accounts. But yeah, but the quick answer is, yeah, I would just focus on 1 or 2 main accounts, grow them huge, and then you can even claim out of them every so often, and then compound your smaller accounts. Does that make sense? VJ, adaptive rate limiting once over 50K compounds to what does that mean, bro? In a nutshell, VJ, that is the same thing as what it is in futures. So think about it, right? If you come in here, if you come in here and you're just throwing in 200 trunk and you're compounding 1,000 rewards, okay, the ratio or the spread between what you freshly deposited versus what was actually compounded starts to grow bigger and bigger, right? If every time you threw in 200 bucks, you were compounding 1,000 trunk, that spread just keeps getting bigger. And eventually that spread between your compounded yield versus fresh deposits is going to grow over 50K. And at 50K, it'll be a 10% limiter. So, yeah, it's easier to explain when it's at peg. So like right now, assume we're at peg and you're earning 0.5% a day, right? If you have 50K difference between your compound and deposits, or basically, I think that would be your claimed versus, wait, would that be? Hang on. Yeah, I got to think this through. You know, I don't cut this stuff out. This is unfiltered. So yeah, your deposits versus, yeah, basically your claimed would be, yeah. So the spread between your deposits and claimed, once that, you know, is a gap of like 50,000, no, balance. I don't know. You know what? I'll have to think about the best way to explain that. But essentially, yeah, that gap as it spreads, you'll start getting less and less. So if you are in the 10% limiter at peg, instead of 0.5% a day, you're going to be earning 10% less. All right, think of it that way. You'll be earning 0.45% a day. And then, you know, let's say you compounded a difference of like $1 million between your compound yield and deposit, and you're at the 50% limiter. That just means at peg, instead of 0.5% a day, you're only going to be earning 50% of that. So 0.25% a day. So it changes your daily payout. I would, VJ, go watch my futures video. I have like a spreadsheet that I kind of, you know, walk you through, and you can visualize it better. So yeah. Kurt, as far as BUSD in, can we send from a US Gemini account? Can you use a cold wallet? Sorry for the new questions. I don't use Gemini. I doubt that Gemini, I thought that was a central exchange, right? So you cannot interact with this with a central exchange Gemini account. I would assume just throw it over into a Trust wallet or a MetaMask, and that BUSD can then interact with this. Can you use a cold storage wallet? Yes. Makes sense. Thanks, VJ. I get the drift. Thanks. Sure, I'll watch your futures video. Thanks. Yes. Appreciate that. All right. Well, any last minute questions here? I don't want this video to be too long. But if there isn't anything else, I might just go ahead and cut this off. But I think I've covered most everything when it comes to the migration and the reason why Stampede is doing this. Remember, folks, this is an evolution of the ROI DApp model that we've experienced for the last 2 years. This futures and Stampede model gets rid of the hyper compounding, and 2, it stops the serial claimers, because when you claim, it drops your balance. All right, this does not exist anywhere else, and it shouldn't exist like anything else, because look at the charts. Look at all those other platforms, okay? The Godfather BT himself birthed the idea, and yeah, look at what they've done. They've bastardized it, and it ain't working. So who better to evolve the formula and revolutionize the space again than your boy BT? So, you rock, dude. Kurt, appreciate that. T asks, so I can only add my available rewards by adding 200 compound. Other than that, my rewards will build unless I claim them. Correct. That is correct. Where's the little guy?
I'm right here, bro. Look, I'm just taking a break tonight, you know. I'm just letting SK kind of do his thing, you know. Just don't call me out like that, Digi. Don't be calling me out like that, man. Let me just sip on my Kool-Aid. I just want to chill, bruh.
Awesome, as always. Appreciate that. Thanks, bro. Always appreciate you breaking things down for us. Yes, Philly, you're very welcome. All right, you the man, SK Crypto Bones. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, then, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. It's been a pleasure. If any of you have any questions after the fact, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you want to find me on Telegram, then find that link as well. That way you can DM me, join my group, ask questions, make friends. You know, it's all about good vibes out here and just teaching people the right projects that are going to be changing lives, okay? Like elephant money. So, yeah, very excited for this year of 2023. I'm very happy to be back from my travels and really helping the community understand this amazing protocol, honestly. So anyway, folks, I think I'm good. Let me see if there's anything else I need to do. No, I think I'm all right. Well, so if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to hit that like button, please. As well as smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. You already know what to do. But what else? What else? Yeah. What do I do? Oh, that thing where I say, oh, and until next time, folks, please stay safe out there, stay blessed, and make good choices with your crypto.
Okay. That was a pretty good stream, huh? Damn, SK. I didn't know you had skills like that, bruh. Yeah. Good night, everybody. This reminds me of the entertainment on late night cruise ships. What? Good night, VJ. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.